Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another edition of Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the Google Hangout. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your host of this live Google Hangout. Now, those of you that are just joining us for the first time, or it's your 60, I don't even know what number I think we had 70 or something now, Sister Brandy, time of joining us. We want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the Google Hangout. Now, you're in for a treat today. I know some of you might be taking some time off and relaxing because it is Sunday. You may have went to service, a mosque meeting or a community meeting or something like that. You maybe went to some relative's house to just kind of enjoy some fellowship with family and whatnot. Or you maybe, you're doing this whole Valentine's Day thing, and we might get into some of that. But one thing you want to do is make sure that you never, ever forget to get on this broadcast and get your dose of empowerment and upliftment and financial tips as well. So again, I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Now, normally we have our main primary host, the brother who brought this platform to us, Brother Daryl, with us. But Brother Daryl's away right now taking care of some other business. And I know some of you right now are trying to get prepped for Detroit because we're going to our annual Savers Day convention. And Allah willing, God willing, we'll see a lot of you there when we get to Detroit. So Brother Daryl might just pop in. We might get a surprise treat from Brother Daryl tonight, and he'll pop in on us, maybe give us some words of encouragement, a quick tip. Maybe he's out there just earning that extra million right now. He can just give us a tip on what to do in order for us to get that same million that he's got. But while we're waiting for him to probably pop in, I'm not here by myself. We don't do this alone. This is a group effort. And I always tell people, life is a team sport. You do not have to do it alone. And so I'm here with our additional host. I mean, I'm gonna say she's our co-host, the sister that kind of keeps it all in line and keeps the energies right to provide that feminine perspective and energy to the equation to kind of balance us out with all the testosterone Brother Daryl and I be throwing all over the place and aggression and whatnot. So Sister Brandy Muhammad, our membership coordinator, her responsibilities are huge. Brother Daryl and I, we talk a lot. We're yapping off the mouth, but Sister Brandy's the front line. She's the person that gets to really engage you all at the highest level. So you want to connect with her and stay tuned with what she's posting and commenting on, because that's where the real magic happens. So Sister Brandy, are you on the line right now?
Yes, sir, Brother Rodney, I'm here. Assalamu alaikum, family. I pray all is well with you and your family. Yes, we are actually in, I believe, week 7. I put episode 7. I don't know if everybody got to hear my video, but I was like, episode, I'm doing one take only. So episode 7, week 7, whatever you want to call it. We are live in action, week 70. Praise be to Allah. We're making history, family. We have passed the year. I mean, I wasn't even part of the beginning, but I'm going to just include myself, all right? We have made it past the whole year, and we are keeping pushing live and in action. These power hours are jam-packed. I'm telling you. As I stated in the video, jump on, get ready, because you got to buckle your seatbelt, get your pen and pad, and get ready. I mean, jump on Facebook, let us know who you are, so we can, get a chance to say, hey, peace, welcome to the Black Wealth Empowerment, because we're here because you're here. You are the light. Right on time, Brother Rodney. You are the light. Praise be to God. We're excited that you're here. We're excited to be here. I'm telling you, 1 hour after this, do what you got to do, but jump online right now. If you're catching the replay, welcome. We're glad you're here as well. Look forward to seeing you and talking to you soon. I'm gonna send it back over to you, Brother Rodney.
Yes, ma'am, Sister Brandy. I was saying, and he said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I was like sitting here in the dark, gross darkness. So thank you for putting that thought in the atmosphere. So I got to get some light. So Sister Brandy sent the thought out and said, "Let me turn the light on in here." That's what we need, a little light to enlighten our minds. I'm thankful to Almighty God Allah that I had people in my life that shine some light in my direction on some things that I needed to change, to adjust, to modify in my own life to produce better results. And I'm not talking about just money, just better results in terms of family, connectedness with other people, just overall in your life. It's a good thing. So sometimes people have to turn the light on, and it's a good way of looking at it. You want to get a little light in your life. And so, anybody knows, Sister Brandy, I know you know this, light brings energy and life, and anything in the dark too long will begin to die or decompose, or it turns into a fungus and all kind of other things. So darkness does have its place. But for living beings like ourselves, we definitely need light. It gives us energy, it gives us vitamin D and a whole host of other things by being in the light. And so we're talking about information. Information is akin to light. It's going to strike our minds a certain way and cause it to spin. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan gave us some deep wisdom on that. And you want to definitely go look for those lectures where he goes in there talking about striking on the equator of our mind and gets us to spin in a different direction. So you want that light in your life. So wherever you get it, wherever you find wisdom, get it, take it in, work those things that work for you in that moment, the things that you may understand, but always stay tuned into it, because things that are relevant today may not be relevant tomorrow. Things that make no sense today may make perfect sense tomorrow. So never just discard the information, just put it to the side temporarily, because if it's worked for somebody, it most likely will end up working for you. You just might not be at the place where it's ready to take action in our lives. It's kind of like that time release. You know, they have these medications with time releases, and you know, it's a 7-hour thing or a 3-hour thing or whatever it is, a time release. And sometimes truth is just like that. It has a timer on it. And so the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Sister Brandy, you know these teachings. Come on, Sister Brandy, you know these teachings like that drill that goes down and is set to explode when it gets to a certain depth. That's information and wisdom.
That's right, brother.
That's right. So we thank you, each and every one of you who've joined us live. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad. You just heard from our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. Now we are here live. This is powerful. See, it's not a conference call. It's not we're on the telephone, we're talking, I'm static, and people chiming in, and they won't put their phone on mute. None of that. You get a chance to hear us uninterrupted, get to see our faces so you can see these facial expressions to, inshallah, see how serious we are and passionate we are about this conversation, this topic that we're having. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time, or this is your 70th broadcast, or Sister Brandy said the 7th week, right? 7th week this year, right? Oh, man, come on, we blazing, Sister Brandy. You know, we want you to really strap in and get ready. Now, there's some buttons for you to share this broadcast. There's some buttons for you to share this broadcast. This is your opportunity right now to start to take some action. You know, Sister Brandy, and I'll say this, those of you that are watching, I was just sharing that with a class last week. I was here in Arizona speaking this week, and I did Scottsdale, I believe it was, and Prescott, Arizona. And a lot of empowering people in the room, and we were really going to some great concepts. And I told my students that one of the primary things that I find versus the successful and the not so successful is that action, taking that action. You've all heard me talk about this on the broadcast for those of you who've been with us for a while, but I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to harp on it. I'm going to ride that until as many of us get it as possible. It's about taking action. The actions we take can determine success and failure. Right actions at the right moment. It can make a difference. So right now, go ahead and take some action. Go ahead and make a step right now and go ahead and share this on Twitter, on Facebook, on Pinterest. Go ahead and share this broadcast right now. Don't keep it to yourself. Come on, that's niggardly. You don't want to do that. You don't want to try to hoard. Hoarders, you got a show about hoarders, Sister Brandy. I ain't never seen that like a good thing. Like they said the show, the hoarder show, they never like everybody's applauding it. Look, you're a hoarder. Yay. No, never. I don't think that's how the show go. It's like usually people like really got some psychological traumas and things like that, engrammic content and a lot of dynamics going on in their world that cause them to start to hoard things, keep things unnecessarily, things that you don't even need is long beyond its use. So this is a useful broadcast, so you definitely want to share something useful. If you're getting value out of it, share it with somebody else. If you're not getting value, share it with somebody else that possibly can get some value out of it. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win, right? So go ahead and share that right now. And those of you who are just joining us, we want you to go on the Facebook, our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, especially our new members. Oh, Sister Brandy, you approved a lot of new members last week. And we want your new members, those of you who've never posted before. See, Sister Brandy, we're on a new program right now. We're starting to trim the fat, as one of my mentors, Danny Johnson, say. We're going to trim the fat, and we're going to start to skim off those who said they wanted to be a part of Black Wealth Empowerment, but decided I don't want to take action. I heard about it. I thought it'd be a great idea, but I'm not trying to. I'm just a Facebook group junkie. I'm just adding myself to groups because that's what I do. And that's fine. That's fine. But you're just going to get a chance to stay here. That's all. I mean, we love you, but we can love you in another group. But Black Wealth Empowerment, we're about taking action. We're about engaging one another because we want to help you. We can't serve you if you don't let us know, hey, here's what's going on. Here's the business I have. Here's what's happening in my world or whatever. We can't help you if you don't let us know that I need help. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall. You got to do something. So go ahead right now in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and go ahead and put your name. What My City Church group that you're a part of, a member of. You should be a part of something powerful. Even if it's your own family. Say, you know, we got a family group that we go out, we feed the homeless. We do this, we do. That's fine. It don't have to be nothing all organized, super mega, nothing. Nah, come on now. It's you doing something out there, even if it's your own group. Say, post that in the group. And also what business that you have, what area of endeavor that you're passionate about and involved in, and or maybe the group that you serve with. You know, it's not always about business in terms of money exchanging and things like that. We want to know also what it is you're a part of, because we're about trying to connect people together to build more powerful industries and economies that can further advance the condition of our people and the people in general, right? Because this is about freedom, justice, and equality being applied equally to all, regardless of class, creed, or color. That's our way, right? And so we call it Black Wealth Empowerment because charity begins at home. Then it's going to spread abroad. But we're going to focus on the home right now, Sister Brandy. We're just going to stay at the house and work the house thing out. And then we come outside a little later where we got that together. So I want you all to go into the private, exclusive Facebook group and go ahead and share that information with us right now. This is your chance. This is your chance. And make sure you share with somebody. Let us know. Let the people know what's going on. Let us know, hey, here's what's happening out there in Facebook land. We're seeing people talking about this in economics, that in economics. We're seeing this thing happen, that thing. Let us know in the group what's happening, what you're engaging in. And also, Sister Brand, this is something powerful. Also, we want to let everybody know that we're on live. Right now, go on your Facebook line, your timeline, go right on your Facebook page and say, hey, BWE is on live. Why aren't you joining us? BWE is on live. Why aren't you joining us? See, people can complain about the economic conditions, Sister Brandy. They can complain. But, you know, something you said this just a little while ago, Sister Brandy, asked you how you were doing. You said, everything's good. I know I can't complain. I always tell people when the complaint department got shut down a long time, they laid them people off. Ain't nobody to launch a complaint with nowadays. So you might as well keep that to yourself. If you had a complaint, you might as well keep it to yourself, because ain't nobody paying to hear it. So and so we want people to really go ahead and take those actions. So Sister Brandy, I don't know if you're seeing any activity in the Facebook group right now. Maybe everybody's frolicking and you know, like Super Bowl, and now look, they had the Super Bowl, now they gonna turn around and Valentine's Day you and all this old stuff. I don't know what's happening out there. So Sister Brandy, let me check in. Let's check in with the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. What are you seeing out there? Any action, activity? Are our members taking action? Do we have to kick everybody out, start over with a fresh new group? That's how Allah do it. Oh, Sister Brandy. Oh, where you at? She must have dropped off. Oh, okay. Sister Brandy, she'll be back with us in a second. It's just that all that powerful energy, she must have got kicked off. So right now, let me bounce over to Facebook and see. Oh, there you go.
Brother
There you
Rodney,
go.
can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. You back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I just wanted to add this while I'm looking over the Facebook page. I just wanted to add, I was talking to a brother earlier at my job earlier, and he was saying how okay, let me get it right because I'd be so excited. He was saying how in the world we aren't pulling our resources and how we aren't doing what we're supposed to do and help each other. And I said, brother, you know, blank, 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 you know, this is name, not no dot, dot, dot or anything. I explained to him that you have to start with yourself first. He's looking like, oh, well, everybody else is doing everything. And I said, you got to start at home. You can't worry about everybody else. Once you start at home, build, you know, do for self, as a messenger taught us, do for self. Then you can get out there and help and pull your brother and sister up behind you. But you talk about everybody else not doing nothing. He also referenced the nation. That's why I don't call him brother anymore. And he said something very, well, just ignorant from the part where he has a lack of knowledge. I'll just be that nice and say. And so I just had to let him know that regardless of whatever everybody else is doing, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is doing what he's doing at the age of 82 more than anybody else that you know in the world is doing. And he was like, oh, well, and I was like, what's the pastor's names that you know who are doing anything? So my point is twofold. A, stay strong, family. And then B, also, let the world know by what you do, as Brother Rodney just said, with the Black Wealth Empowerment, what you're doing. Let us know. So like Sister Denise Renee Muhammad just posted about her company and how she's doing for self. Do the same thing, because once you're able to do it for yourself, then you'll be able to pull your brother and sister who's beside you, your family, up right along with you. But we absolutely got to start at home. Let me introduce you once again to Sister Denise Renee Muhammad, and she is coming from Houston, Texas, Muhammad's Mosque, number 45, and she is a self-care and wellness coach. That's what I said, self-care and wellness coach. She is here to inspire, to make healthier lifestyle choices so that you can live longer. And I believe, let's look down here, Sister Denise also has her website listed. Praise be to Allah. So join Sister Denise, find out what she's doing, because she is all about lifestyle change and also helping you to be the better person that you can be. Brother Rodney, I'm not on the soapbox. I just want to let you know, I had to let this young man know, he's a little older, that, hey, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Where are you? Okay, just one more thing. I told my husband too. He had the nerve to say that the minister, when he did the marches, he said 3. Mind you, he was a little, he wasn't really knowledgeable once again. He said that the minister wasn't doing nothing. I said, oh, and he said there was nothing that happened with the first march or any of them. I said, sir, you better look at statistics and see how crime went down, how the black man stood up and did for himself and his family, how he has done and been able to maintain businesses. Listen, I'm just saying, I got a little more excited than I'm supposed to be while I was at work, but I had to let him know, you got the wrong one, brother. You ain't talking to me. And he was like, oh, let me talk. No, we're done. Have a good day. He wanted me to help him with some stuff. Listen, I ain't typing a paper. I ain't doing nothing until he come back and get it right. Because we don't play with the Nation of Islam, because the minister has made a difference in my life, and I know he made a difference in yours. Brother Rodney, I'm telling you, I promise I will not continue on for my whole hour, but I will just say this. I believe the topic is something about love. When it talks about love, I'm letting you know, I love you all, and most importantly, I love myself, and I'm with Minister Louis Farrakhan and my family. So when we talk about family and love, baby, listen, I will take heads. I don't care what you look like. Okay, you talk about these persons that I already mentioned and not so positive way. Sister Brandy will change up and be Brandy Michelle. What was my last name? Jackson. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna give it back to you, Brother Rodney, because I was a little excited today.
Don't bring Brandy slave name back. Oh no, we don't want no ma'am. Leave her.
No, sir.
Let's leave her in the grave.
That's right. That's right. I was about to tell him off, Brother Rodney. I tried to do it as nicely as I could, but we're not going to, go on with that conversation. I'm just simply saying that I didn't realize people were that ignorant with the lack of knowledge, or at least to say it in my face.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the power in that, Sister Brandy, is that the power in that is that the messenger's job, and I'm not saying the messenger as in that's what I'm calling the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he is more than that. He is the eternal leader of the Nation of Islam. But a messenger, meaning in the general sense, the messenger's job is a clear delivery of the message, right? A clear delivery of the message. So in our supreme wisdom, he said that we, as students, we are to help the apostle with his assignment. It's his assignment to deliver the message, but we are to help him with his assignment. It's ultimately his responsibility, but we decided we are helpers in the cause of Islam with the apostle, with the eternal leader, right? With Allah, to civilize the uncivilized, to teach as many as we can, to get as many as we can, to try our best to turn those 17 million, now 40 plus million keys as fast as we can. As fast as we can, right? Using modern technology and means. And so there are some that are poison and rusty. There's some that are more poison and rusty than others. It's what it is. It's in the book. We got these teachings. And so people like that, you got to remember that, when it comes to information like that, with wealth building or whatever, a lot of us are operating off of old intel, old information. If you grab a book on economics from 30, 40, 50 years ago, it's not going to be as relevant as something that's more modern time economics. Things have changed dramatically with technology and where the resources are, what you invest in, not invest in, what the future looks like, And so when you have somebody like that, a lot of times they're just reading the sales copy of our open enemy. And usually I'll tell you, Sister Brandy, even in terms of coaching, and that was a great coaching opportunity for you. And, sometimes a great strategy, and I'm gonna share this with everybody who's watching us right now, a great strategy is to ask a question based on the statement that he asked. He made a statement. Now, it's good to say, well, what has Minister Farrakhan done? Even in that question, you don't actually answer that. That's actually a strategy you want to make sure you employ. You don't actually answer that. You ask a follow-up question. Because what you want to get to, everybody, is we want to get to the base of what they're really trying to get to. The first question is the surface. Like the Honorable Farrakhan said many years back, he said, when we start talking, he said, we be up in here, this area here. That's the lie. That's the tongue. He said, the lie. He said, what you want to do is you want to get down in this area, the straight part. So when we talk, use the straight part. He said, so in that, usually when people are communicating, we usually start off with the curveball. And if you wise, you know the first interaction for most people is the curveball. What there really is another question behind that question or statement that you really want to get to the basic of what they're really trying to say. So for that person right there, you say, where'd you get that information from? And let him qualify it. So I'm not going to entertain you. I want to know where the source is. You say, well, I heard it on TV. What TV? Where? Let them tell you that. They say, man, so wait a minute, you don't even know where you got it from? Did Pookie tell you that down the street? Because Pookie, I don't think he's too bright either. I want to know where you're getting this from before I even entertain it. Because if you got faulty data and you don't know where you're getting it from, you're gonna give me some, I just kind of heard it on the radio. And he said, who was talking? Do they look like you? Oh man, okay, now we can start there. We ain't got to entertain to talk about Minister Parker. We need to talk about who you listening to and why you listening to them, and are they your friend? They might be trying to lead you down the wrong path. Hello, somebody. So yeah, that was great interaction right there. And I know we some soldiers for Islam, so you get to talk and slick about the minister, boy. I have to actually channel all my Muslim. I have to channel all my Muslim, boy. I have to get all this, just build it, just all channel it all, just start quoting Quran and message to the black. I have to start, man. You get okay. Be careful. You can't talk crazy about none of the registered members either. I'm just saying, you don't get to do that. No, you can criticize, and we love that. You can be critical of procedures, methodologies, methods, even all. That's fine. Because I'm gonna ask you, what are you doing in response to the fact that you are criticizing these things? That's great. That's fine. But you don't get to stand on the sideline and criticize. So here's the thing: when we're talking about Black wealth empowerment, same rules apply. When we're talking about finance, when we're talking about business building, we're talking about lifestyle enhancement, our families, we have to have that same passion, but we have to have information to back up that passion. You can say, I love my family. I love my family. Why? Why? See, tonight's topic is, who do you love? Question that I think really, Sister Brady, is, what do you love? See, in the Bible, it says money is the root of all evil. Wait, no. It don't say that. That's not what it says. That's what somebody else said. Somebody broke said that. Money is the root. No, that's not what it says. It's the love of that filthy lucre, right, is the root of all evil. And Brother Nuri said, we say the lack of money is the root of evil. Because usually when you find a lack of money or resources, you usually find a whole lot of evil going on. There he is. We talking about money and lack. We talking about somebody who definitely does not dabble in lack and limitation. We talking about somebody who's always on the cutting edge of finding out what the newest technologies or business building techniques and tips, what's really happening out there in the marketplace. Our brother, the host of our show, and I see him moving and shaking. Brother Daryl, you there? We see you down there. Where you at?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right. Let me get my earpiece in so we can get a clear ear. Go ahead, Coach. Let me get my earpiece in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. So, brothers and sisters, definitely want to engage at a high level. So, Sister Brandon, love that passion. That's what I'm talking about, And so, I would have took that brother on a serious journey. We're gonna do a coaching call one day. We're gonna show you how to take some people on a journey. That when people engage you at that level, we say, I'm gonna take you on a journey, boy. You'll be asking me questions about Islam after that. You'll be talking about, man. So when can I come to the meetings? He's like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. We're not letting you go. You engage me, I'm not letting you go. That means you actually this man walked up, grabbed the bait and the hook on your pole. You didn't even throw it in the water. You said, I'm holding my pole back over here. He said, I'm finna grab that pole and that bait. You boy, I'm reeling you in now. You deserve to be on the frying pan. You walk up with that one. You didn't even hit him up with the final call, did you? You didn't say, here's the final call, brother. He said, oh, Farrakhan, nothing. He didn't go there. You just came. Oh man, that's called jumping in the boat. That's fish jumping in the boat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So, Brother Daryl,
can you hear me?
Come on, Brother Daryl. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
You can hear me. All right. All right. Well, all right, everybody. Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm here remotely here in Houston, Texas. Just want to jump on. I know, Courage Coach, you're doing a great job. And Sister Brandy, it goes to show you, brothers and sisters, this is not a one-man show. You know, vanity is at its very all-time low on BWE Live. That's not what this is about. And you have to be able to do the same thing. You have to do the same thing, all right? The title is, Who Do You Love? Who do you love? You know, this is the Valentine, you know, time of the year and all that kind of stuff. So we as wise people, we use everything to our advantage, right? Everything to our advantage. But that's a serious question. Who do you love? Who do you love, and how do you express that? Right? There is no limitations on how you express your love. It's just not spiritually and not materially, and it's not material, not spiritual. Love is all encompassing, right? You can't love yourself, love your family, and then don't love the community. See, that's counterproductive, right? What does what's his name call it? Contra survival, I think he calls. Is that what he called it, brother? Okay, you know what I'm saying? So being that we don't understand these sciences, and that's why the coach is on, right? Because we don't understand these, and that's why you're here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live, so you can understand what really it is to get wealth, how to get it to where you're not chasing it down, right? It's running from you and you running after it. Anything that's running from you, you're repelling it, right? Anything that's running from you, you're repelling it. You have to ask the question, why? Why am I repelling it? Is it not because it's not good for me, right? Or is it because it's good for me, right? But it's running from me because I have not, you know, developed myself to the point to where it will want to be with me, right? It'll come towards me instead of running away from me. Right, so we're here on these broadcasts, brothers and sisters, rain, snow, anything out of, you know, higher priority items, like for next week, higher priority items than this broadcast, right? Then we're going to be here, God willing. We're going to be here to talk to the ones and twos and threes. You know, it reminded me of a story here in Houston with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan many years ago. He was here in Houston to speak out of college, and they didn't have his all of his honorarium. And one of the ministers or somebody went to Brother Farrakhan and asked him, brother, we don't have all your honorarium. Do you want to go? We got your ticket. We'll send you back home, right? Or what do you want us to do? And the minister stopped, thought, and paused as he often does. So he won't talk from himself. He'll talk from a higher guidance. He stopped and paused and told me, said, brother, let's go and speak to the people. Because if I can just touch one, then it'll be worth it. All right? That's not a quote. It's the principle. Right? A lot of folks can quote stuff and can't explain the principle. Coach can tell you that better than anything. Right? A lot of us quote the Bible and don't understand the Bible. Quote the Quran, don't understand it. Quote the philosophy of great men, but we don't have what the great men had that gave us the philosophy. They are great men and had things of substance because of the philosophy that we quote. So that's why we're here. We love you all enough. And we're sowing and hopefully sowing enough so that love can fill your cup over and it runneth over to your family and to the community. Right? To the community, brothers and sisters. Because I'm going to tell you something. You know, this thing is getting, I mean, Coach, you know, we really got to, we really got to take it, bring it to them, man. And we really, Sister Brandy, we got to reach out to our social media mobs, and we just got to, you know, all of us got to, you know, get it together. Or leave it alone, right? We all got to. Here's the point I'm trying to make. I'm watching debate last night, right? Following the spirit, because I'm like you. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time watching that stuff, that liars and all this other kind of stuff, you know. But when you trying to become, right, a certain type of person, then you want to listen to those same certain type of people. Nothing personal, and then they lying. We already know that, so we should get past that quick, fast, in a hurry. So the point is, I was listening to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump mentioned something. Some of you all might have saw it on my fan page, and he said that a Chinese group bought a Chinese group bought the Chicago Stock Exchange. I said, what? So I Googled it. And all your leading financial newspapers reported that. The reason why I don't know it and you don't know it because we don't watch and read the leading financial, international leading financial newspapers. One of them was dated February the 5th, right? So we would have known that prior to Donald Trump. And you all don't know it because you didn't watch Donald Trump because they're Republicans and blah, 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 blah. You know, so that's what we have to understand. That's what we have to understand. So I verified it. So to make another point, and I'll let you all go, is this. So there's a brother in our nation, in your nation, in the nation of black people here in America. He used to work on, I thought it was the Chicago Stock Exchange, it was the Mercantile, right? So I gave him a call because, see, once you start getting into this wealth building mindset, and you start making a wealth building paradigm, then you start saying, I wonder why the Chinese group bought the Chicago Stock Exchange, right? That has to be a power move. But I didn't know what it was, so I called somebody who I thought did, and he did. He explained to me why is that a power move. And now I got it, brothers and sisters. See, what happens is so many things happen around us in our environment that we don't have a clue, but it's directly affecting us. Like you're excited because the barrel of oil go down, but we don't understand the negative ripple effect it causes throughout the economy if it's persistent, right? If it's persistent. And that's what we have to understand. That's what we have to prepare ourselves for. And you don't have to become an economist. You do that when you want to come get a job, right? But that's not required for us to be wise enough to say, okay, all right, I need to bump up my game. Okay, all right, I need to really get with the courage coach now and break through these barriers. Okay, all right, I need to get with Sister Brandy so she can help me to understand how I can get my husband on board, how I can get him to get involved, how I can get him to support me, how I can get him to understand that it's going to be ups and downs, we're going to lose money, but I need for you to still be there. Sister Brandy, that's what we need. We're going to give you some time, so get it together so you can just talk to the women, to the sisters in the group. Because there's nothing harder, and Coach can tell you, nothing harder than have a spouse that's half in, half out, or not even in at all. That makes your job even harder. And a lot of us, I'm sure, probably quit and give up because of support we have. Our other leg ain't working, right? Our other leg shorter than our left leg, right? So at best you're running with a limp. And as Cat Williams said, even Tink Tink, if both his metal legs are even, he can outrun you. Poor little Tink Tink. So brothers and sisters, who do you love? You know who you should love. And it's something that we have to commit to, like we commit to building wealth for ourselves and our family and our community. Because America's at the point now, you just don't watch. You just know that. And when Obama leaves, they're going to turn this thing around because they have no choice. See, you got to understand. See, those that are smart enough and wise enough, they do what they have to do regardless of the backlash that they get from those who don't understand. No matter how loud you cry, we cry and protest. America's going to have to do what America has to do to give white folks jobs again. Not you and me. White folks jobs again. Because this country was built for them, right? But they needed us to do the work. So that's all I got to say. Let me get back to my event. Thank you so very much, Courage Coach and Sister Brandy. I just wanted to come on and jump on real quick and let y'all started it. Let y'all go ahead and shut this thing down. But just know, brothers and sisters, all that's listening, if you like what you hear, then you need to bring somebody. We're going to come after you. You're either going to help us build this thing, or you're going to have to find a more comfortable couch to sit on. But it's not going to be the BWE couch. All right? Thank you, brothers and sisters. As always, I'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our community deserves. They deserve. Yes, they do. I know the condition we're in. They deserve your very best. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm gone. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Sister Brandy.
Right. Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, peace, Brother Daryl. Thank you so much, Brother Daryl. See, brothers and sisters, that's what it's about. Regardless of our situation, regardless of our circumstances, regardless of anything that's going on in our lives, we definitely want to always be ready to engage. See, Brother Daryl was at a remote location. And he says, you know what, let me take some time out of this situation, out of what's going on, to make sure I engage our BWE family. That's why we want you to engage. That's why we want you on the Proud of Lucifer Facebook group and sharing it out there with other people and letting us know what you're involved in. So we can't build this this house we're trying to build unless we know all the pieces, all the parts that we have. See, I loved Legos growing up. I don't know about you all. If you ever did Legos or the Lincoln Logs or whatever, love those things, you know, and where you could really get in there and build something. But when you have, like, you're trying to build a little Lego and you got like a couple pieces that ain't really there, that you don't have them pieces you need to really set that all the way off, you be like in your feelings. You're like, oh man, like I got to tear this whole thing down there because I don't have all my parts, right? So, brothers and sisters, you are critical to the building of this new reality that we are trying to have, that we are going to, that we'll be forced to engage if we don't willingly do it ourselves. So, Sister Brandy, I'm gonna pop over to you. Let me know what's going on in our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Is any more of our members jumped in and let us know what's going on? Swing it over to you right now, Sister Brandy.
All right, yes, sir, Brother Rodney. So right now, in addition to Sister Denise Renee Muhammad, we also have Brother Mudikai. Let me find this post just really quick. He was just welcoming all the new members that we invited last week, and also the members about 2 weeks ago as well. So he's on his job. He just jumped back in from last week. He missed last week, but he jumped back in this week and wanted to connect with those members. He is sending the greetings. Once again, this is Brother Mudikai Muhammad. And he is coming from, let's see, Brother Mudikai Muhammad is Supreme Life University. He specializes in life coaching, mentoring, life mapping, international connections, and he's a concierge. So he does all that as a concierge service. He said he's coming to you from Japan once again. Yeah, that's right. I said Japan. If you look at his picture, he's a black man in Japan. Praise be to Allah. He's been teaching English for over 17 years, and he also teaches hula dancing. He's been doing that for over 8 years. He wants to thank you, and he also invited us to join his page. Go ahead, if you go to facebook.com/Supreme Life University. He has his link there, and you can like his page and ask questions, of course. Those are the people we have thus far. I did see Sister Cheryl pop in. Just asked her to add her information as well, because she's one of our awesome sisters who have been on the broadcast for a period of time. We're definitely looking forward to hearing your information and your story, Sister Cheryl, because she has a story and testimony to share too. So praise be to Allah, Brother Rodney, excuse me. That's all we have for right now. But I know Brother Darrell is not on the call, but I know hopefully he'll catch the broadcast again, the rebroadcast. But I want to say, great job, Brother Darrell. I appreciate you being live and in action wherever you are. Like Brother Rodney already said, can't do it by ourselves. And whenever we have the opportunity to jump on, we are on it, because we have the power invested in you, and you have the power invested in us for us all to work together in harmony. And we can't do it without you. So praise be to Allah. Thank you, Brother Darrell, once again. Brother Rodney, we'll send it back over to you.
Yes, ma'am, Brandy. Yes, Brother Darrell blessed us with that. And, you know, brothers and sisters, that's how serious you have to be. You have to be willing to engage. The Honorable Muhammad told us, Brother Jibril reinforced it, and others, that we should stay mindful and stay involved in what's actually happening in terms of world affairs. We should stay connected to world affairs. We can't be just kind of passive, unwitting dupes in the world, that here we are waiting for the government of the United States or the media to tell us what we should or should not know or not know. The information is there. It's readily available all over. One of the reasons why is found in the Quran. See, Satan will have totally be absolved of responsibility in the way of I mean, I just called them and they came, if you will. The information is there. We provided them with, see, that's plausible deniability, when they can say, no, we published it. See, once it's published, then you can't say, I didn't know. He said, well, it was right there. You could have read that. You can't see, you don't have a defense anymore. That's why when the new business is built, you got to publish it in the paper and things like that, a certain number of weeks. That gives other people an opportunity to say yay or nay, or hey, this person is infringing on my copyright, or whatever else it may come up. But you have a responsibility to publish it, to make it known, so that way other people have an opportunity. Now, whether they take the opportunity or not is up to them. And so just like Black Wealth Empowerment Live, we provide the medium, we provide the information, the access to it, and it's up to you as our members to take advantage of it, But you cannot say you didn't have anybody to come to you. He said, how can they know except they have a teacher? How can they have a teacher except that person be sent? Well, here we are, brothers and sisters. We've dedicated our lives to helping each and every one of you who are on this broadcast, who are in the private exclusive Facebook group, to better your condition mentally and economically, morally, socially. We're trying to cover all the areas. So that way you can say, hey, I learned one thing, one tip, whatever it is that made my life a little bit better. And if that's what happened, and all praises due to Allah, then we feel like we've accomplished a little bit of something. But we're not going to stop. We're going to keep driving. We're going to keep going. So that's what Brother Daryl was trying to give you all, that just showing you what his day-to-day life walk looks like. He's always on top. That's just how Brother Daryl gets down. For as long as I've known him, he's always trying to find a new thing. What's happening? What's hot? What's going on? What are they saying over here? Let me read this. Let me invest in that. Let me go to this conference, a workshop, a seminar. Stand involved, and you'll find those jewels and nuggets in it and say, I like what they're doing here. We can do that too. Now, Elijah Muhammad told us to study. He tells us to study the white man before he's successful, right? There's a whole bunch else to that, but I'm just gonna leave that, let you just marinate on that. Study him. He's successful, right? He makes the excuses for his failures. He works in a collective manner. You do the same. See, you gotta follow these principles, brothers. We gotta follow them. We gotta follow them. So we want to thank Brother Daryl. So Sister Brady, you're right. That Brother Daryl blessed us with that. He did an excellent job. Now, if you have not done so, and you're just now joining us because you've been getting your Valentine's Day stupidity on. You saying, nah, I'm over here. We just had some chocolate covered strawberries and we had some sparkling Martinellis, and we was all hugged up with some loofah playing. We said, oh, bro, Black Wealth Empowerment's on right now. We gotta hurry up and get it all together. We gotta get in here and watch. Okay, fine, that's cool. We'll take that. But right now, we want you to get on that private exclusive Facebook group and post your name, what city, mosque, study group, church, organization you're a part of, your website, what is you do for a living, your thing, what you're passionate about. We want to know those things. We want to connect people together. We got to get serious about this, brothers and sisters, because right now the world is outpacing everybody. I mean, the world is, but especially America. When I say everybody, I mean in America. America's being outpaced. Something I said, brother, sister Brandon, to my students this past week. I said, you can be mad about other nationalities and jobs and people coming from other countries coming and taking our jobs. And I said, but the challenge is, I said, your baby wants to play the PlayStation. Their babies want to build the games and build the PlayStation. That's the difference. See, your son's concerned about, can I get the new iPhone? Their sons and daughters are, oh, I need to design a new iPhone 12. See, our children saying, ooh, I like them new Nikes, and their children say, ooh, they like buying shoes. Let's make more. See, there's a difference. We looking at the consumer side and not the manufacturing side. We got to switch this game around, brothers and sisters, because right now, if America's losing, then that means we are quadruple losing at best. If America's on the ropes right now, let me just tell you this. If America as a government, as a country is on the ropes right now, you can best believe that black folk in America, we really, really got it bad. If they hurting, okay, so you can clap and say, oh, a lot of show whooping America. Where the hell you gonna go? Wait. If there's an economic collapse because the snow is blowing all over the eastern seaboard, all the Midwestern snow, you do any of us think we finna get away scot-free? See, who do you love? Who do you love? See, if you love you, then we do better by us. If we loved ourselves, we do better by us, Sister Brandon. See, here's Sister Brandon. Let me just say this. I don't want to swing it back over to you in a second, because there's something in the Bible that struck me when Brother Daryl gave us that topic, that title, if you will. It's something that struck me in the Bible. Jesus was having some arguments and some back and forth, some dialogue with some folks some haters. We're gonna just say it that way, some haters, right? They was trying to catch him up in some foolishness and whatnot. They thought they was all wise and knowing. Say, oh, this chump right here, we got him. He ain't all that. So he's arguing with some people. Then what happens is, after Jesus has shut down one group, right? He shut down this one group. Then this other group got together, and they was like, okay, we can do this. One of them it was really deep in the law. He was like an expert at the law. So he thought, right? And he said, all right, Jesus, which of the commandments is the dopest, like the best, like the top commandment ever. Which one is that one? Aha, gotcha, right? And so Jesus said, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your mind, and that's the first and greatest. He said, and the second, see, wait. He said, what's the top law, the greatest one? Jesus said, to love God with all your heart, mind, soul, body, everything. Oh, and the second one, though, hold on, well, don't stop there, buddy. Let's not stop there. He said the second, he didn't ask him for two. He asked him for one. He gave him the one, but he qualified and said, but the second is like it. Like it. Like, equal. Let's go equal. Like it. Like, very close to. I would say similar. All right. Like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Now, let me say, Sister Brandy, somebody had posted on Facebook, one of our sisters posted on Facebook, people talk about the golden rule to treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't, some people, the way some people treat themselves, I don't want you to treat me that way. Please don't. Please don't. We probably not going to be tight after that. Because, you know, some people don't treat themselves well enough for me. That's not up to my standard of treatment. Like, you know what I'm saying, Sister Brandy? It's not up to my standard of treatment. My standard of treatment is maybe a little higher than your standard of treatment. You might like bathing. No, we just don't treat me like, no, some things you might not like. You might like eating the death foods, and don't treat me, don't give me death food too. No. I want my level of treatment. So treat me the way I want to be treated, please. Please treat me the way I like to be treated. You're gonna get a great response from me. We probably gonna be pretty tight. We're gonna be cool. We can even kick it a whole bunch if you treat me the way I like to be treated. So if you like talking to people nasty, mean-spirited, and foul, no, that's probably not gonna connect well with me. That's probably, I don't like that. Now you might like that. You got to find people who like what you like, and y'all get together and do what y'all like. The pool of Bethesda. Just study that for a minute, right? Each one on their porch according to their own issues, right? And so, Sister Brandy, my challenge to everybody is to treat people the way they like to be treated. So to love your neighbor as yourself implies, this is me now, this ain't the book, implies that you even love yourself and you even know how to love yourself. So we want to improve the love of self, improve how we treat ourselves, what we eat, what we take in terms of information, the things we do for ourselves that prove to ourselves that we love ourselves. The Honorable Farrakhan says to us this: love is duty. It's responsibilities, brothers and sisters. It's seeing the need before it's needed. It's action and activity. Sister Brandon, let me swing it over to you. What are you seeing out there in the private exclusive Facebook group? Oh, what do you got to say about this? Because who do you love?
Listen, Brother Ronnie, I'm telling you, you had so many great points. I need to write all these down. But I just wanted to add too, just like we were saying, when you talk about love, love is duty. And it's equal too. So if you say, like you just said, if you love somebody, then you have to do your due diligence. You have to be responsible. You have to take care of that person. So it's vital that you first, of course, as we all know, we got to love ourselves. In addition to that, I learned a long time ago when I was really young and new into my marriage. I was like, well, I don't understand and I don't get this. And so and the sister said, you have to teach your husband how to love you. He doesn't know. He got his own version of it. He sees what he had in his mom and dad, and then they weren't together. And he sees how, he loved his mom, but maybe that was their version. But for me, I've learned that if I like flowers, I'm going to buy him flowers. So that shows that that's what I like. So that he'll reciprocate, because that's what, maybe he likes flowers. If he doesn't, maybe he'll get the hint that I like flowers. That's showing love. Listen, that works. For me, I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but I'm just saying, if I suggest my back hurt, let me rub your back, right? Just came up. Why not you rub my back? That's simple, because that shows how I like to be treated. So because that's how I like to be treated. Prime example, Brother Rodney said it first. Okay, please remember, Brother Rodney said it first. I'm just kind of flowing with the mood, right? That we're all talking about love. Once again, money's love. Life is love. We still all intertwined with the Black Wealth Empowerment. We just talk about love tonight.
Right. Back rubs too. You're talking about back rubs too now on Black Wealth Empowerment. I don't know, Sister Brandy. This could go all kind of ways. We like it's a whole different program. I think
that's what happens when you get online, Brother Rodney. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Sister Brandy, I'll add this before you go to the private exclusive Facebook group. You know, one thing we want to do. You know, you want to work what works in your environment. That's what it's about. That's what Brandon trying to tell you. What works in your environment. One thing one do is always communicate direct and not in stealth, y'all. Now I just want to add one little piece. Don't communicate in stealth. I tried that one time with Sister Tanya. Man, I'll be pleased with our sister. I was complaining about my back. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, my back hurt. She's like, well, maybe you should take a warm bath. And I'm wanting her to rub my back instead of saying, baby, my back hurt. Could you please rub my back for me? Because it really hurts. And I didn't do that. I went for the whole let me groan. Oh, I'm hurt over here. Please do, you know, oh, I'm hurt. But I'm not going to ask for nothing. I'm just going to make all these and try to hope she gets it right. Magically just come to say, oh, I know what you're asking. Mind reading. I'm picking up the thoughts because radio in the head is working today.
Yes,
but at the time, then I got frustrated and mad. I got in my feelings about the fact that she's not picking up my non-verbal cues.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And so I'm upset. I'm storming around the house. I'm being extra loud about stuff. I put this in the book, y'all. But anyway, I'm just saying I did all that and then had to apologize the next day for being what I called a child. That was childish. I could have just said, honey, could you please rub my back because it hurt. But if you know that person love you, I know your husband love you, Sister.
Absolutely.
And so you know that person loves you. When you love another person, see what is though. Watch this now. It's anticipation. The envelopes for our concepts us that love is also anticipation of needs.
Right.
So we got to get out of ourselves. This is what Sister Brandy was saying. Sometimes we got to get out of ourselves. That if Sister Brandy say, let me rub your back. He was like, oh, you know, let me check your back. I should ask, is your back okay, sweetheart? Right. And let me get you in too. Now, hold on. You don't just get me only. I'm going to get you too.
That's right.
And
yes,
so
sir.
That's what the anticipating of needs. So that's very powerful, Sister Brandy. Thank you for sharing that little bit of your personal life, you know, to show people that that's what it's about. We got to be transparent, though. We got to be transparent.
Yes,
that helps people to know that we're not robots and this is real life. So Sister Brandy, what's going on in our Bruce Facebook group? What's happening out there?
Yeah. Okay, so one more thing, Brother Darryl. I just got to say one more. Brother Rodney, I'm sorry. One more thing I just wanted to add too, so we're not getting any deeper in my personal life. I just want to have this book that I had pulled out today, and it's called Like a Natural Woman, and it's the Black Woman's Guide to Alternative Healing. Right. So I had just pulled it out, just open the page, because sometimes it's just easy. Well, it's good for me to just open books. So like we do with the Holy Quran. You know, kiss the book back and forward. Of course, in other books, you don't do the same. But sometimes I just open the page and see what falls. And so for me, what I found was it was 20 great herbs to have in your house. And so I'll post this later, maybe on my own personal page. And just for the sisters, it can be for the brothers. But it's just some natural herbs and healing that you can do to help you. I mean, you know, as sisters, as husbands, as wives, I just can refer to sisters because that's what I am. And moms and wives, we have to take the time out for ourselves too. And so there's lots of different herbs in here, and it talks about how to help, what may help you. So for example, chamomile is really good. It's plant derived. It helps with insomnia. Some people have insomnia. They have stress, stomach irritations, digestive problems, etc., etc. But definitely take the time out, sisters, for yourself, just to enjoy yourself, because like we're talking about love. Once again, you can't love anybody else if you can't love yourself. And so if you can't learn to love yourself, you can't teach anybody else how to love you. That's the main point. But take your time to heal yourself, heal your body, because there's always going to be some type of challenges and difficulties that we run into. But Allah is preparing us for greatness. If we continue to hold fast and stay strong, we'll be successful. That's all I got to say, Brother Rodney. Right now, the believers are just, you know, listening, taking a note, because they haven't responded yet. But that's all good. They might be on the replay. They might be enjoying their love time with their family members. But praise be to Allah, I'm going to send it back to you. I'm going to get on mute. Brother Rodney, I'm going to let you bring it on in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Yes, ma'am. And now, brothers and sisters, here's the thing. You know, Brother Darryl posed a question, who do you love? And we talked about self-care. Sister Brandy just really get into that. Self-care is very critical. And that's ultimately at the base of it, self-care. We have to take care of ourselves mentally, more spiritually, economically. See, money's tied to service. We talked about this on the broadcast. Don't get caught up in the financial aspect of this. That's a small piece of the puzzle. We don't have to focus on that. Money comes. That follows, you know, your activities. That's the easy thing. That's a cause-effect ratio. But what we want you to do is really, it's all about what's in here. What's in here in your heart? What's the heart condition like? What's our mindset like? What's your moral compass? What is the pointing of your moral compass? What's the foundation of your get down? Let me say it that way. How do you get down? What's your normal baseline of your get down? What's your basic of how you live your life? You know, and when you can really hone in on something powerful, something righteous, something uplifting, and just personally, internally, because that's where it starts. It starts inside. You have to think the thought before you can do the action and the activities. It all starts in here. See, the first thing the original Allah, the first Allah had to create for himself was brain. That's the first thing. So says the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what he says to us. He says that. Brain, first thing. So since the eternal leader says that the first thing that the first Allah created was brain, so he can think, that, come on, y'all, that's where it all starts, up here. So if our condition in life is not matching up, is not what we want it to be, we're not where we want to be in terms of activities or actions or in terms of success or a certain position you want to get to, then it's really starting up here. But just keep this in mind. And I think we talked about this before. We're going to go into it again, Sister Brandy. What we're living right now is a result of our past thinking. I'm going to say it again. The reality, I'll put that in quotes, that we're experiencing right now is a result of previous thinking and thoughts. You're just living out the history you already wrote with your thoughts, your activities, what you sent out. We're now reaping the harvest. So if our lives are not in the condition that we want to be in, just know this is just a byproduct of previous actions, activities, thinking that we sent forward, and we walk in. See, that's the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from Master Father Muhammad, that we write history in advance and we walk into it. Well, we can act like, well, only the scientists do that. Well, you a scientist too. He said, we are Allah. We are all Allahs. There's just the supreme Allah, Master Father Muhammad. And we have ones that are chief among us, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and others, right? That are chief Allahs among us, operate at a higher vibratory rate. But each and every one of us Allahs, all righteous people, he said, are Allahs. That's what he says, right? Since that's the case, then you're writing history in advance. So right now, brothers and sisters, we have an opportunity to think different thoughts, do different actions, take different steps that will actually ultimately lead to a different result. So right now, we're not working on our right now, you're working on your right then. You're working on what you're going to walk into later. So what are we doing? What have you done today differently that's going to lead you to a different outcome, different result, different reality? You're writing history right now. The question is, what history are we writing? My business partner, some of you might notice, and I'll leave this last little point. My business partner showed me something, publishing company we have, and we just released Brother Nuri's book. Shout out to Brother Nuri for being on the broadcast and blessing us. That's the second time he blessed us. Second time he blessed us and being on the broadcast, just giving us some jewels, and had wrote something out years ago. This is many, many years ago, and told me, recanted a story about approaching brother about doing the book several years ago. And this wasn't time, it wasn't ready, it just wasn't going to happen. But at the time, our sister did not even have the technical skills to make it happen. It took a life-altering moment for me, and then some altering moments for her, for us to even say, hey, let's tie these two business models together. And my technical skills in her, and as Allah has it fixed. Now, I had some thoughts in my mind to do these things too, and I had written them down. And so to see the notes to say, here's what I wrote 5, 6, 7 years ago, brother, I'm like, oh, Allahu Akbar. Look how Allah had to collapse circumstances, situations, move people, places, and things in order. See, if you don't see, you got to get out of belief and get into knowing now, brothers and sisters. Right now, you are actually building your future today. Who do you love? If you love yourself, then you're going to do some things today that will prove it later on. We'll know it. If we're alive, we'll know it. We'll know if we loved ourselves. I'll know if I love myself by the actions and activities that will manifest themselves later on down the line based on my thinking right now, right here in present time. Who do you love? So, Sister Brandy, I don't know if there's anything else. Did we approve our new members, Sister Brandy? Let's go ahead and approve them new members in there. And I want everybody to welcome them because, I mean, they've been itching. They've been waiting to get in on this. So I know we're at the end of this broadcast right now, brothers and sisters. We want to respect your time. And so what do we got going on, Sister Brandy? We just got a couple more moments so we can respect everybody's time because we want to be on time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So give me one quick second trying to get to the new members here. I believe we just, at this point, we have about 4. Yep. Good. We have about 4 new members. So as we do every week, members, just take the time out to introduce yourselves to the new members, welcome them to the Black Wealth Empowerment exclusive Facebook group, because it's not a group for everybody. It's a closed group, so you have to be invited, you have to be approved. So we want to welcome all our new members. I'm sorry, it went so fast. We have Brother Dwight, Sister Paula. I missed the other 2, but we are definitely excited. You are part of the group, family, and we appreciate you joining us tonight on the call. Brother Rodney, you just close it out and you finish it up.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and do closing words right now, Sister Brandy.
All right. Praise be to Allah. Thank you all once again for being on the Black Wealth Empowerment. I'm your membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. Throughout the week, take the time out to jump online. Give your information, give your testimonies, network with one another, because we are here to help and support you all. As you're here to support each and every one of us, we are here to support you as well. Listen, we won't be on the call next week because we are going to be a Savior's Day. I am so excited. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see the awesome members. I can't wait to just tag everybody and be like, let's meet up here in room 2501. Right after prayer, after Juma prayer or something. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know on Sunday, inshallah, we're going to see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, okay? I'm going to see the family. I'm going to see the minister. We're going to have a good old time. So next week, we will not be here for week 71. I guess it'll be week 71 the following week. But however it goes throughout the week, family, take the time out to introduce yourselves. Let the members know that we are here. We are live and in action. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm here. Direct message me. I might get back with you in a couple seconds or a couple days. But don't worry, your voice will not be not heard. Okay? Praise be to Allah. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of you. I send you the greetings of Assalamu alaikum. Brother Rodney, back to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Sister Brand. Thank you for even being willing to engage this, to be a part of something. Sister Brandy stepped out of her comfort zone. And really I think it's really changed and transformed some things inside of you, Sister Brandy, on multiple levels. Sister Brandy's always been a relatively outgoing person and personality, but I think this just agreeing to do this, step out of your comfort zone and get on board with this has definitely changed some things. I've seen the growth and development in you as well. So thank you so much for just being here and being a part of it. And I love how the sisters being involved makes it even extra special. Brothers, we talk brother talk, but when you got sisters involved, one, we got to act different. We got to act a little better. We got sisters around, and we can't get too frisky and talk slick. But we definitely want to, thank Allah for you and for being part of this and being our membership coordinator, because that's the most important role out of all the roles. Brother Daryl and I get to talk and try to sound smart, and here's what I read and all those things. But to engage the members to take part in that's really the real work. And so we thank you for that. So brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Now listen, I'm gonna do a shameless plug right now, Sister Brandy. We got the Family Life Task Force happening in Detroit this year. So Saturday afternoon, you gotta get to the Family Life Task Force workshop. Now, if you're a farmer, go to the agriculture. And there's some other workshops going on, but you definitely want to be. That's the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said, and I'm going to say it during that workshop, there's nothing more important than family. That's what he said. So if the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said there's nothing more important than family, then you know what workshop to go to. You know exactly what workshop. We don't even have to come up with nothing else to say. You know exactly what workshop to go to. Now, of course, hold on now. We got to send some family members over to the farming because we got to eat. If your family is important to you, you got to feed them. And you got to have an economic base. There's some workshops going on, brothers. So you got to make sure you spread the love. So have your cousin go to that one. Have your oldest child go to that one. Get some notes. You got to spread that thing out. Get together with your study group, your moms, and say, hey, listen, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to team up. And you go get the notes, get the information, and you're going to bring it back to the house, all right? So we all can't go to this one. We all go to that. We're going to make sure we mix it up so we get all the information we need. Make sure you come to the workshops, brothers and sisters. Participate in the workshops. But that family life one's going to be off the easy because we got Sister Aisha, our national auditing coordinators. You're going to be in there. We're going to do some powerful stuff. Oh, we're going to get it, y'all. We're going to get it. We're going to help some people clear some things out that day. And we got Brother Marcus and Sister Cecilia going to bless us with some wisdom that, that family. You want to talk family? That's who you want to talk to. You want to talk to them. All right, so we definitely want to see you all there, and inshallah we'll see you rolling around involved. Sister Brandy, we all got to make sure we hook up, inshallah. And those of you who are close, if you are not, you don't have to be in the Nation of Islam in terms of a registered member to attend Savior's Day. Make sure you go on NOI.org right now and click that Savior's Day link and get yourself registered. Come out to hear the Honorable Farrakhan, participate in the workshops, bring your babies with you. That Mother Khadijah's Children's Village is off the chain. They need to have the Mother Khadijah's adult children bill, because I'll be wanting to jump in the bouncer too. And I'm just saying, I'll be in my feelings about the balloons and the clown with the face paint stuff, because I'm like, dang, can we have some extra fun too? Because we just older children. I don't know.
Right, me too, Brother Rodney. Me too.
You go on the babysit. I think I want to babysit somebody's children. I'm gonna babysit. I'm gonna watch your babies. Come on, we're going to the children's village, y'all. Just so you can participate, not look like you over there doing something you ain't got no. You get out the jumper, man. So praise be to Allah. So come on out, brothers and sisters. If you're anywhere close to Detroit, you within driving distance, I say good 4 hours. You got a good 4-hour drive, you definitely want to be there. All right, so we look forward to seeing you this next weekend, starting Friday. Come on out. So thank you all for watching, for listening. Our new members, it's a little different. I know we're not like a normal conference call or whatnot. We just want to be authentic, be real, and give you what God, Allah, has put on our hearts to give to you as it relates to family, wealth, empowerment, mindset shifts, and whatnot. So thank you again. I'm one of your hosts, Brother Radia Saab Muhammad. You heard from our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad, and Brother Daryl, our primary host. We thank you. And as Brother Daryl says, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, and most importantly, our nation deserves our very best. And as I say, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.